Boxing trainer Ronnie Shields has stated that Canelo Álvarez's time at the top of the sport is over, suggesting that the Mexican superstar should consider retirement. Shields, who has decades of experience in boxing, emphasized that no trainer, no matter how skilled, can reverse the natural decline that comes with age and a long career. He commented that while Álvarez remains a celebrated fighter with an impressive record, his performance against younger, faster opponents has declined, making it increasingly difficult for him to compete at the elite level he once dominated. Shields remarked, "When it's over, signaling that Álvarez's era of dominance in the sport may have ended." Shields addressed recent discussions within the boxing world about whether a change in trainers could rejuvenate Álvarez's career. Oscar de la Hoya, a longtime promoter and former boxer, had suggested that a new trainer might help Álvarez regain his edge. Shields disagreed with this notion, noting that physical decline and timing are factors that cannot simply be fixed with strategy or coaching. He highlighted that while Álvarez still possesses power and skill, his speed, reflexes, and use of fundamental techniques, like the jab, have diminished compared to his prime years. This, Shields argued, puts him at a disadvantage against the younger generation of boxers who are faster, more agile, and equally technically skilled. The conversation surrounding Álvarez's future has intensified following his recent defeat to Terence Crawford. Shields pointed out that this loss, among other performances, is a clear indicator that Álvarez can no longer dominate the sport in the way he once did. He praised Álvarez for his accomplishments, including multiple world titles across different weight classes and a career filled with memorable victories, but Shields stressed the importance of knowing when to step away. He believes retiring now would allow Álvarez to preserve his legacy rather than risk further losses that could tarnish his storied career. Shields also addressed the psychological and physical challenges of competing at the highest level in boxing. He noted that the sport is unforgiving, especially when facing opponents in their physical prime. A boxer's decline is not only visible in their wins and losses but also in their training, reaction times, and endurance during fights. Shields observed that Álvarez has started to rely more heavily on his one-punch power rather than a balanced, strategic approach in the ring, a common sign of a fighter whose reflexes and stamina are no longer at their peak. Throughout his remarks, Shields conveyed a sense of respect and admiration for Álvarez's career. He made it clear that his message comes from a place of concern for the fighter's health and long-term well-being, emphasizing that retirement does not diminish Álvarez's legacy. Instead, stepping away at the right time would allow him to be remembered as one of the greats in boxing history. Shields' viewpoint reflects a broader conversation in the boxing community about how aging fighters should manage their careers, balancing the desire to compete with the realities of declining physical ability. In conclusion, Shields' message was firm and clear: the prime of Canelo Álvarez's career is behind him, and it may be time to retire while still celebrated and respected. Shields stressed that no trainer, no matter how skilled, can turn back time. The decision to retire, he suggested, is not just about winning or losing, but about recognizing the natural limits of the body and preserving the incredible legacy Álvarez has built. For Shields, the right moment to exit the sport is when a fighter still has dignity, health, and reputation intact, an opportunity for Álvarez to walk away as one of boxing's legends rather than risk further decline.